stop wasting my time, said the CEO. Why? Because today's savvy buyers are informed, busy, and easily offended with outdated sales techniques. So let's get to work right now on the modern methods of converting hot prospects into appointments into lifetime customers using this simple 7-step process. Welcome to Sharper Business. Making appointments is a simple 7-step process known as the 7 Ps, which are as follows. Step number 1 is you must be absolutely clear on the purpose, the objective of the call. There should be no doubt in your mind that what it is you're endeavoring to do is to sell an appointment and not sell your product or service. It'll become clear as we go through the steps that this is the area where most salespeople fail. They can't help but be tempted into talking about the product or service when they should be selling an appointment. Step number 2 is extremely helpful if you send a letter beforehand. An email is fine, outlining your product and your service to the prospect, and it will be demonstrated. We'll give you a letter in step 2 and the reasons why it is so important and the benefits to you, whether the prospect has read it or not. Step number 3, sales psychology. It will be clearly demonstrated to you that in the course of the phone call, you will get 4 opportunities to demonstrate and get the benefit from the sales psychology. And as long as you're clearly aware of these opportunities and must take advantage of them when they arrive. Step number 4, you should be clear that the first 15 seconds are absolutely critical. Whilst the prospect will almost certainly not put the phone down on you, but you've got 15 seconds before he switches off and stops listening and paying attention to what it is you have to say. So the first 15 seconds are absolutely critical. So we're going to tell you exactly how you should handle those 15 seconds. Step 5, you must seek the prospect's permission before you call. Gone are the days when a telesalesperson would get on the phone and launch into a sales pitch without getting the prospect's permission. So we're going to show you the reasons for this and the benefits from it, and indeed how to get their permission. Step number 6 is a sales presentation, or indeed a sales script. And we're going to outline and give you an example of a presentation and the 10 ingredients that go into making it a perfect sales presentation that will help you win appointments. And step number 7 is all got to do with handling objections and indeed answering questions. And we'll be demonstrating to you that your power is in controlling the call without dominating it. So let's move on now to step number 1. Now, before we go into detail on step 1, let's first of all agree that for the salesman to complete the sale, a one-to-one session with the prospect is essential. Whether that is for the salesman to deliver a sales presentation, or maybe to make a demonstration on the product or service, perhaps to secure a contract, or maybe even secure a payment. But whatever, there's a reason why the salesman needs to get together with the prospect for a one-to-one session to complete the sale. So the purpose of the call is to sell an appointment, not to sell the product or service. It's astonishing, but of the 7 steps, this step 1 is the one where most salespeople fail. Why? Because they can't resist not going into sales mode and talking about the product or service. And again, why does this happen? Because the prospect lures them into it, particularly with hot prospects, because they're genuinely interested in the product or service, and they'll start asking some questions. And the salesman will get excited because they're interested, and he'll start talking about the product. And he'll start talking about the attributes and the features and the benefits of the product. And he'll go into great detail. And he will start demonstrating his passion for the product or service. And he'll get into high-pitched sales mode, when in fact he should save that for the sales meeting. It's important that the salesman stays focused on the objective, which is to sell an appointment, not to sell the product or service. Save that for the sales meeting. It's easy to ask, if the salesman is not going to talk about the product or service, what's he going to talk about? Well, it'll be clearly demonstrated in step 6, when we give you an outline of a script, of a presentation, which takes no more than 45 seconds, that you'll be able to tell the prospect as much as they need to know to win an appointment. And when the prospects start asking questions, it'll be clearly demonstrated in step 7 how you answer those questions and then deal with the objections and continue to go on and secure an appointment. Because step 7 is going to clearly demonstrate to you that your power is in controlling the call without dominating it. So I think we've agreed that the purpose of the call is to sell an appointment and not to sell your product or service. And you must resist every temptation, particularly when the prospect shows an interest, of going into sales mode. Now, to help you secure this appointment, you need to send an introductory email. And to learn more about the structure of this email and indeed a template of this email, please click right here. But until then, please give us a like, and to join our community, just hit the subscribe button to be notified of future videos on this Sharper Business channel. And thank you for viewing.